Hey, it's Tony Gregg here. I am here with Trish Raymond from Keller Williams. It is day two of real estate being open. We just had opening day yesterday. Big cause for celebration. I want to get Trish on here to just kind of share with us how things are going so far. Tell us a little bit about the first couple days.
Well, first couple days. Well, yesterday I went out and showed my listing in Rochester Hills. It's asking $625,000. It's been on the market. It's a foreclosure. It's been on the market for a couple of weeks. But all of a sudden, I just started getting calls Wednesday night, and people wanted to go see it. So I went out there and showed it, and there was like 2 or 3 other showings that came right after me, and we're already writing offers on it. So that's one, good offer already. And just to let you know, between Oakland and Macomb County, if I just search the MLS right now, just for houses, not condos, there's 437 brand new listings that just came on between yesterday and today. So that's a representation of sellers that were holding off because, they were ready to put their house on the market the last 4 to 6 weeks, but then not knowing when it was going to come back and when they shut real estate down because we're not essential. All of a sudden, it's like, well, if nobody can come to see my house, why should I bother having it on the market? Let's just wait till this is over. So, people have been writing listing agreements based on saying that they would go live, say within 5 days of the quarantine being over. So that's why everything's hitting at once. And I'm sure the buyers are real happy because, obviously, March, April is usually when most things start coming on the market. And so there's been scarcity. It's been like December, January, just kind of continued with hardly anything to look at. And now all of a sudden, plop, it's here. So yeah, gonna be out showing stuff tomorrow as well. And I do have a closing today, which is nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I have a closing, and that one had started about 6 weeks ago. And we saw the house at the time, it was vacant. And then the home inspector did their home inspection with nobody else around. And that was fine. And so now we're going to the closing. Now we still can't go to only the buyer and the seller can go to the closing, and they put them in separate rooms and they don't let the agent show up. So that's kind of sad because it's like we all like sitting around the table chatting with each other at the closing, and we're just not going to be able to do that. So
that's sometimes is the most rewarding part of the whole thing is being able to shake the client's hand at the end of the day. So it sounds like buyers and sellers are excited to to kick off the home buying and home selling season here. That's good news. What's your prediction for the if I can put you on the spot? What's your prediction for the summer here in real estate?
I think it's going to continue to be hot. I think it's a lot of people have continued working or gotten their unemployment, or I think there's just there's going to be a small section of buyers that are going to have to wait till they're back to their job. And they're on unemployment. And obviously, you're the mortgage guy, so you're dealing with that situation. And I know you're also dealing with the fact that they upped the credit scores on some of them. So there's a few people that are going to bow out. But I think people in the higher price ranges, I think, are the ones that didn't lose their job. It's the restaurant workers, it's the ones in the lower pay, or say factory workers, that are off and still off. But a lot of the the people who have white collar jobs went home and worked from home, right?
Sure.
Let's say board engineers and, all kinds of people have been working from home and still getting their salary. And so those are the people that didn't have the interruption, and they're probably in the higher dollar range too, which is why they're coming out to look at my $600,000 home.
Yeah.
I think you're going to have a harder time with the lower priced houses because it's people in the lower wages that are having the interruption.
Sure.
And maybe would agree with that. Based on the mortgage activity you're having.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's definitely certain professions that have not, that have fared well versus not fared well throughout this year, and there's some that are going to take a little bit of time to get back to normal if they do return back to normal at all. So, we're dealing with some updated guidelines, some updated requirements in light of everything that's going on, but. In general, we're still out there lending. Helps to have a good credit score, helps to have a down payment, of course. But we're still working with anybody and everybody to try and get them try and get them approved for a mortgage and put them into the best program possible. So, yeah, I mean, this is the time where it helps to be dealing with a professional with some experience, whether it's on the mortgage end or on the real estate end. So, this is where our time in the business is put to very good use. So, I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to hopefully a healthy home buying season here as the economy starts to open back up a little bit. Looking forward to some strong home sales. We expect interest rates to remain very attractive throughout through the near future here. So definitely some good opportunities there. Well, hey, thanks I appreciate you sharing with us here, and good luck this weekend on some showings, and hopefully you get things continue to open up very well for you. Thanks, Trish.
Absolutely. Okay, you too. Thanks, Tony.
Bye bye.